What's going on YouTube? Tito checking in with you all. So in this video I want to talk about pros and cons of my Tesla Model 3 2022 long range edition. At this point in time I've driven it for about 6 months and want to make a quick video on things that I like and things that I don't like. A full review will come out in the future, but just a quick kind of overview on how I use this car. I use it more than just, a weekend driver or a daily driver. I actually use it on a day-to-day to do my job and to work. I'm a home health physical therapist, so I go between patients and put quite a bit of miles on this car. So I spent a lot of time in it. So let's get into the pros and the cons. Let's start off with the cons, and I want to preface this section by saying this is me just nitpicking. I don't really find these things limiting my experience with the car too much, but things that are worth mentioning and bringing up. Number one is going to be the quality control and the fit and finish. I know that Tesla is a newer company and it's improved a lot actually, but my specific car, though it is one of the better ones in terms of quality control, there are little annoying things that shouldn't be there at this price point. Small panel gaps, so much that even when I get a car wash, water seeps through the frunk and I have to clean up water inside the frunk, which really just shouldn't be there. Some alignment issues just throughout the car in general. The passenger seat here actually creaks, sounds like it needs WD-40 down below when someone's sitting on it and I'm driving. Little things like that just at this price point shouldn't exist. Number two is going to be the cabin noise, and I'm sure this varies from car to car with Teslas, but this is something that they were aware of, and they even added double pane windows to try to mitigate this issue. But coming from Audis, and I've driven a Mercedes in the past, just German cars in general where the sound insulation is very well done, I feel like this car is lackluster in that regard. Number three is going to be the heat. I don't know if it's just me, but this car gets extremely hot very easily. As mentioned, I do a lot of paperwork in my car after seeing patients as a physical therapist, so I spend a lot of time here just sitting in the sun with the AC running, and the roof, the tint on it, I don't know what percentage it is, but it's supposed to have a lot of heat rejection, almost to the point that it's 100%. I don't think it's quite there yet, but it doesn't seem that way. This car gets so hot, and oftentimes I find myself sitting here drenched, even with the AC blasting. Number four is going to be mileage accuracy. I know that Tesla is actually doing things to improve upon this, and there's been recent updates to improve this, but with the car you can view it in either percentage, how much percent battery you have left, or how many miles you have left. And I feel like it's about 5 to 10% margin of error with this, just because there's so many things that can impact your mileage in the car. If it's really hot out and you have to blast the AC, your driving habits, things like that can impact the battery. So I wish that the accuracy was more accurate, but at the same time it's so hard for the car to be that accurate given the variables. Number five is going to be the Tesla premium connectivity, and the fact that Tesla forces you to pay a monthly or yearly subscription for it, anywhere from $100 to $120 depending on how you do it. I feel like this should be free. With how much this car costs and with what you get with that subscription, I feel like it should just be free as a whole or reduced in price, because you can do most things with the car without that. But if you had the subscription, you can do little gimmicky things like karaoke, stream YouTube, Netflix, all those. The maps looks better. You have live like satellite imaging or things like that, right? Which I don't think should cost that much and should just come standard with the car. Let's move on to the pros. Number one is going to be the overall driving experience. Things like the regenerative braking, where when you're driving, you can slowly ease off of the gas pedal, slow you down and save energy. It's better for your brakes. At first, I didn't really like that, but then I got used to it and now I love it. The instant torque and acceleration that slams you back in the chair. To this day, I still haven't fully slammed on the gas pedal because it's scary, right? Like, I've done halfway and my body slams back, and everyone that's in this car, when I do that, they slam back as well, and it's thrilling and exhilarating almost. And until you've driven in a Tesla and have felt that, it's kind of hard to explain, because I've even been to fast like traditional gas cars and it doesn't feel like that. So the driving experience is very unique. Number 2 is going to be the cost savings, both in terms of fuel as well as maintenance. So my last car, my Audi SQ5, I was spending anywhere from $300 to $400 on gas a month just to fuel it for work. Quite a bit, granted it took 91 gas. This month for this car, and you can see if I can focus it, come on, $49 for gas, or I'll never get used to that. $49 to fuel this car, not for gas, to fuel this car. That's a huge savings. And on here it says I saved $135. I don't think this is factoring in premium gas, but I saved quite a bit nonetheless. The second part to this is the maintenance. So I have just under 10,000 miles on this car, and to date, the only thing that I've had to do is rotate the tires for like $26. No oil changes, no other types of maintenance needed, just the tire rotation. Number 3 is going to be the uniqueness of this car. And I shit you not, when I see patients, I have at least 2 patients a day that ask me about this car. Sometimes when I'm parked there documenting, I have people coming up and just looking at the car awkwardly and asking me about the car. So because it is such kind of a forward, futuristic advancement of a car, people get curious and wonder about it. Things like just how it looks, how the door opens, how the interior looks, the roof of the car. Overall, it's just a very unique car. Number 4 is going to be the fact that you can use your phone as a mobile key. So standard is you have 2 little credit cards, I don't have it here with me, that you can use to unlock the car from the pillars of the car. You can order a little key fob from Tesla as well, but the easiest and most cost efficient way is to use your phone as a key. So with this in your pocket, you can get out of the car, walk away, and it'll lock by itself. You walk up to the car, try to open the door handle, it'll open for you. You never have to pull out any keys or really do anything like that. This application is also very unique in that you can adjust the climate control from a distance, software updates, you can do scheduling of charging, security, look at your charging stats, and then you can request for service on this. If you ever need any service, you can do it all from the application right here. Number 5 is going to be the Sentry Mode, and this is very invaluable for me specifically because I drive all around the community and park my car in a lot of different places, some good parts of town, some bad parts of town, but it's good to know that if anything does happen, I'll have footage of it and it saves directly to my SSD drive. And that's going to be the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you found it useful and informative. If there's anything specific you have questions about or want me to address in my full review video, leave a comment below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one. Tito checking out.